my class who wants to do some math. Mr. H, garage math, solve equations.
Blame it on the rain, yeah. Blame it on the stars. I've already done this one before. Milli Vanilli. You probably can hear the rain outside. It is absolutely April showers. I can't wait to see these May flowers. We have this really cool rain that we've had the last few days. I'm in California, so it's great. Hopefully we're filling up some reservoirs. Hi everybody, my name is Mark Henriksen. Welcome to my garage. This is Garage Math. This will be our final geometry lesson for this series. Wow, since I've last talked to you, so many things have been going on. This baseball team right here, ready? First place. What? They were 1-5 to start the season. I might have been crying a few videos ago, but they went to New York, the Big Apple. They won 5 of 6. The Yankees are losing a bunch of games. My two favorite teams in major leagues are the Sacramento A's and whoever's playing the Yankees. Giants won a few games, then they lost a couple games. And today was the Masters, Rory McIlroy, back-to-back. All right, that's sports. I am going to go to bobblehead game on Friday, Nick Kurtz, and I'm going to go Thursday as well. It's supposed to be pretty nice weather, so, oh gosh. Let's talk Egypt, shall we? Because what we're going to do today is we're going to find the volume of a pyramid, and it's really important, right? We know where the most famous pyramids are in the world. My favorite plateau in the world just happens to be the Giza Plateau. Let's see. You got 3 big pyramids. You got the Sphinx. What happened to the nose? Nobody knows. You don't get it. You got the Nile River, right? The Nile River, I think it starts in Ethiopia. It flows north into the Mediterranean. Fertile Crescent. I love me some Egypt. You got Isis. You got Horus. Who's my favorite Egyptian god? Not even close. Sobek. Because Sobek is an alligator. Ancient Egypt's fantastic. And why am I talking about ancient Egypt? Because this is Garage Math. Because we're talking about the volume of a pyramid. And 4,000, 5,000 years ago, when they had the first pyramid ever built, they had a big celebration. The pharaohs invited all his cousins, and everybody came to have a big party. They lined up chairs on top of the plateau, and what they ended up doing is they filled the Great Pyramid with Reese's Pieces, and everyone got to get in there and kind of and it was like a big celebration. And they didn't know how many Reese's Pieces to order, so what they had to do is they had to find the volume. They had to find out how much is made up inside this pyramid. So luckily, they had already figured out the formula, and they knew how to find the volume so they can get the right amount of Reese's Pieces. So that's what we're going to do today. I think we only have 3 problems, so we're going to knock this out fairly quick. Copy this down. Volume equals 1/3 times big B times H. We have done volume of prisms, and it's just big B times H. Big B is the area of the base times the height, but the only difference is the pyramid's just 1/3. I found that pretty amazing how they knew that just like whatever pyramid it is, it's exactly 1/3 as if it was just like not a pyramid prism. Somebody very smart came up with that. So we need to find the base, find the area of the base, multiply it by the height of the pyramid, and then divide it by 3, which AKA 1/3 is of that, okay? So what I want you guys to do, now I got pretty cool. Ooh, that one's kind of a fun one. That's a bonus one, okay? So there's only 3 problems. So here's what I want you to do. You may not want to draw the pyramid, that's okay, but you have to get out a piece of paper. You have to get out a pencil and a calculator. And what you need to do is you need to solve all 3 of these. There's not 6 of them. There's not 24 of them. Get off your tail, get out a pencil, get out a piece of paper, and solve these problems. Okay, because I'm going to do them. All right. This must be a rectangular prism because that's a rectangle. It's not a square. Kind of looks like a square, but it's not. And let's go. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. we're gonna first find the area of the big B. Area of the big B, we're just gonna know is 7 times 8, that's 56, and the height's 10. So why don't we just save some time? We're allowed to use our brains. 1/3 times 56 times 10. It's just the formula. 1/3 times the area of the base times the height. Area of the base, 7 times 8 is 56. Okay, so let's just go, how about we just do it all at one time instead of showing a bunch of different steps? We can do it at one time. How about 56 times 10, which is 560. Divide that bad boy by 3. I got 186.7. We're going to round to the nearest 10. 186.7. Now it's volume. How do we write the unit? You got that right. Cubed. Because you measure, it's a little messy, you measure volume by cubes. 186.7 feet cubed. So he knew, oh, my kitty cat just walked in here. Hello, kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow, meow, meow. There's like 7 neighborhood cats that hang out in our front yard. We have this sort of Japanese maple that kind of goes to the ground. I'm making a video. Do you mind? They kind of party in front of the house. 186.7 feet cubed. All right. I don't know what you want. Do you want to go inside, or do you just want to watch the show? All right. He wants to go inside. Don't go anywhere. No, here. Come on. I'm back. I could edit that out, but I'm not going to. Okay, let's do this one. What type of pyramid is it? That's a triangular pyramid, and that's your base, okay? Volume equals 1/3 times big B times H. Okay, let's find the area of the volume. That's a triangle. 11 base times height divided by 2, okay? Base times height divided by 2. The height of that is 11. The base of it is 8. Okay, so we're going to go 8 times 11 divided by 2. I feel like my brain's not really working right now. I spent like the last 2 days on my couch watching golf and baseball at the same time. I kind of turned myself into a vegetable, really, because my brain doesn't really feel like it's working. So if I get any of these wrong, whatever, okay? Big B, it was a perfect weekend to have it just rain, because then I just got to work nowhere and just sit on my couch. Okay, the area of that triangle is 44. I hope it is, because my brain really right now feels like somebody turned it off. Okay, now we know the height of the pyramid, that's the area of the base. The height of the pyramid is 15. So what we're going to do is we're going to throw it back into our formula. We figured out that the big B is 44. The height's 15. Man, I could be completely screwing this up, but I don't think I am. Okay, 44 times 15 is 660. 1/3 times 660. We could do that in our head. I bet you that's 220. 660 divided by 3 is 220, okay? I'm going to write it up here because I can't use any more room on the bottom. 220 feet cubed. That's how many cubed feet you can fit in that pyramid if you wanted to fill it up with Skittles. Woohoo! Okay, now if you have just been watching the show and there's only one left, I want you to do this one, okay? It's a double shape. You have down here a rectangular prism, and you have up here a rectangular pyramid. So you got to find the volume of each. And I don't know if I'm gonna have enough room to do all that, but whatever, we'll figure it out. Let me see something real quick. I'm gonna try something. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Kind of sticky stuff behind this paper. Okay, so now I have more room. All right, you ready? Let's find the area of the rectangular prism. I keep saying area, volume, volume, volume. I'm a little out of practice when it comes to teaching, unfortunately, but I hope it's not for very much longer. All right, the volume of this, let's do that first. The volume of a rectangular prism is length times width times height. So you have your length times your width times the height. So all you got to do is just multiply everything. 7 times 5.5 times 6. 7 times 5.5 times 6. Okay? 7 times 5.5 times 6 is 231. 231. Okay? So the volume of the rectangular prism is 231. Okay? 7 times 5.5 times 6. Okay, now we have to find the volume of that pyramid. 1/3 times big B times H. Big B is the 7 times the 6, because that's 6. So 6 times 7. So big B is 42. So volume of the pyramid is 1/3 times 42, and the height of the pyramid is 7. Okay, do we agree on that? Sure. 42 times 7 is 294. 1/3 of 294. 294 divided by 3 is 98. Okay, so the volume of the pyramid is 98. So all we got to do is add this volume plus that volume, and we are volumelicious. 231 plus 98 is 329. 329 meters cubed. Okay, a little sloppy. I think you get the point. Volume of a pyramid is 1/3 times big B times H. Okay? All right, I hope those are right. If they're not right, sue me. I'll give you your money back. But hey, listen, everybody. I hope people are out there doing great. You know what really makes me smile? When I post these videos, there's always within 5 minutes, 3 people that have viewed them, or at least clicked on them. So I think maybe there's a notification or something that tells you that there's been a new posted math video. And those 3 people out there, I don't know who you are. Someday I am going to know who you are. I hope, but I want to knuckle bump you. Whoosh. Now, everybody else out there who's not those 3 people that watch these videos, that check in and see what's going on in math, I think you're equally as awesome as those other 3 people. So you also deserve a knuckle bump. Whoosh. Okay, that's all I have. I think the rain's going to go away today, so maybe this week's supposed to be pretty nice. Hey, everybody out there, keep your attitudes great. I hope everybody's doing well out in your world, and I'm going to check in with you. Peace! Down the road. Go A's.